Hello guys, so today we will be discussing the stock Pstv plus therapeutics. So I've got on the screen all recent bullish angle catalysts. They were recently granted a 180-day Nasdaq extension to regain compliance, which saw the stock rise a little bit yesterday. They had recent insider buying, which obviously builds a bit of confidence. The company has 9 months of cash, so for a swing trade, no current dilution fears for the short term. And they had some massive news, I believe, in September, I think it was, of coverage with United Healthcare, which is obviously huge as they are a huge company. So today we will be discussing Plus Therapeutics. So so they recently had some insider buying, which is bullish as it indicates they believe in the company because if they're investing in the company, it gives investors confidence if management's investing in the company, buying in with insider buys. So that is what you want to see from a company. If we could see more insider buys, that'd be even more bullish, give even more confidence. Um, they also a few months ago, which was massive news, and it saw the stock rise 60%, was they announced a national coverage agreement with United Healthcare for their CN side, which is huge. As we saw, obviously, when the news dropped, it literally ran 60%, and the stock was gaining some strong momentum. Um, but obviously, with compliance worries at the time, the stock didn't manage to keep that momentum, and obviously, it broke down to the levels we're at right now. But with this news we had yesterday, which was huge news, they've got a 180-day Nasdaq compliant extension, which I believe this company can start gaining some attention again now, and this can give it the momentum to push it out of this 0.40 range, where we seem to be bottoming out, finding some support, and with money flowing back in now to small caps, as we're seeing with the small cap Russell index is suddenly getting some money flowing in. I believe penny stocks, ones like PSTV, can do well and they would benefit from it. So the company also has currently 9 months of cash, so no immediate need for cash in the short term. So as for dilution worries, so this is obviously a swing play. Um, Looking to break out of this range in the 0.40s, and obviously with strong momentum and any catalyst coming up, we could see a push towards that 0.70 level where it's got some resistance. And obviously, if we broke out of that, we can see 0.90 where there is really strong resistance. And this, as you can see on the chart, which I'll show later, they failed to break it many times. I am currently swinging this one myself. I do like the company. I think it's got a lot of potential, this company, especially with the coverage of the United Healthcare with their CN side. Obviously, they got a Nasdaq extension recently, so no compliance worries for now in the short term. Um, it seems to be bottoming out in that low 40 range, as I'll show on the chart later. So I'm looking for a bounce around here. Obviously, they got some key catalysts. So in late 25 to like 2026, um, they should have a catalyst update for their commercial expansion of a CN side diagnostic platform and clinical trial progress data. So we want to be seeing updates for that, which can give the stock momentum and can push it higher and gain more investors. Um, Obviously, clinical trial results. The company recently highlighted positive results from its Respect LM clinical trial at major medical meetings, which is a key driver of investor interest. So obviously we want more catalysts like that, which can gain more momentum for the stock. The company also currently has three buy ratings, all above the current price. The stock current price is 0.51, so all the buy ratings are currently above that. So if we can get all catalysts like the Q4 diagnostic revenues coming in, we can see a nice move. The stock is currently near an oversold levels on the chart, which I'll show you later. So I do believe we will be looking at a bounce, then a potential breakout with some momentum. So it'd be nice to see this stock break out. So onto the chart. Right, so we're looking at the chart now. So I've currently drawn a trend line. As you can see, this low 0.40 area, and the same with yesterday. Obviously, when I had his Nasdaq appliance extension, it seems to bounce off this low 0.40. So this would be a great loading zone, in my opinion, for a swing trade. And as you can see, it's bouncing off here nice, and it's currently up 9% today, so it's gaining a bit of momentum after the news yesterday. So we currently have resistance, some strong resistance at this 0.93 range. So obviously it's quite far away for now, but if we get to there, that's some strong resistance, which has failed to break, as you can see, 4 times. So that's something you want to be watching when you for a swing trade. These could be good exit points in my opinion. So we are looking for a bounce off this trend line here. So we'd like to see it curl with some momentum. Obviously, any catalyst we get, any news updates or clinical trial updates, this stock can definitely see a nice move. Obviously, Q4 earnings, we want to hear what they're saying. With more insider buys, anything like that can give us a nice little move. I've already seen it be mentioned a bit on social media, so if that can grow with some interest, it can definitely see a nice move. So the short interest is currently nearly 6%, which is quite high for a penny. Um, yeah, so if we break out of those key levels I was talking about, like if we can see a break here at this 70, shorts to be forced to cover a bit. And if you get to that 90, I can easily see this. If that breaks that 90 level, I can easily see this going to 1, in my opinion. As was mentioned earlier, the company um, has 8.6 months of cash. They do have quite a high cash burn, but obviously this is a short-term swing, so I'm not too worried about the dilution currently. They do have a large float of 137 million, but um, with strong buyers and with insiders buying, it can help lock up the float. So it's definitely one I'm watching, and it's definitely one I like the look of. Any updates on their CN side, any more coverage from United Healthcare, any good news, this stock can just fly. So I'll definitely be watching this one. Thanks for watching, guys.